So we ended up ending our call around 7, and we felt, because I think my mama fell asleep on the phone anyway. She always used to do that. She fall asleep on the phone with us, and I think I didn't even get no more than 2 hours of sleep because we was planning to go to Amina's house and see the kids to let them know what happened, console them, love on them, and tell them the bad news. And so we did just that. But I think my mom arrived to me around like 11, and everybody at Amina's house was still asleep because they had stayed up late too, but not as late as me and my mom. And my mom ended up coming to swoop me, and then we went over to Amina's house to tell the kids. We woke the kids up, and that was the first thing that we told them that day. And they cried, but I didn't see the reaction that I thought. I thought they was gonna be tripping out, y'all. But they took it well to me. Um, and I think it was part of the reason why is because my niece did tell me that somebody had already told her that her mom had passed away. It was somebody's child, and I still don't know to this day who child it was. But my mama was furious. She did not like the fact that somebody else told her grandbabies that their mama had passed away when she wanted to be the one who told them. And that was the whole purpose of her telling Amina to take the phones from them so that nobody wouldn't call them and give them the bad news. So I think that's the reason why we didn't get the reaction, because I think they had already cried. And so after that, I had hung out with my nieces and nephew for a little bit, and then I think my mom dropped them back off at Amina house so she can go back home and get some rest, and um, also myself because I literally did not get no rest. So when she dropped me off, I did go and get some rest, and I was in a deep sleep. And I remember it was about 5 or 6 in the evening, and I got an unexpected um, visitor, and it was a family member that I haven't spoke to in years, and she showed up with flowers to wish, give me her condolences, and she wanted to see my mom to do the same for her. She gave me the flowers, and I took the flowers with me to show her where my mom lived at, and I gave the flowers to my mom because she already had the vases and all that stuff there. Like, I gave the flowers to her. So after that, this family member, and I'm gonna name her Tracy, she ended up dropping me back off to the house, and I think I went back to sleep. I probably talked to my mom a little bit more, and then I think I went to sleep. And I think the next day, I talked to one of my sister's friends. I'm gonna name her Rose, and I talked to her on and off throughout the day. And I remember calling her the next morning. Um, no, I think she either texted me or called me the day before, to wish, send me her condolences and stuff like that. And we was chatting a little bit. And I remember she had said that if I needed anything, like even to talk, just to call her or whatever. And I did. I did call her the next day, and I remember calling her, and I wasn't even calling her to cry. It's just like, something came over me, and I just started boo boo crying on the phone with this girl. And it was like I was vulnerable, and I was just doing stuff I normally don't do. Like I don't trust anybody. And I was crying on the phone to her, talking to her and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's a lot of stuff I wish I never did. Um and y'all will find out later. But so after talking to her, I think my mom picked me and the kids up again, and we went out to my sister's apartment, and we got a few things for the kids out of the apartment. And I was kind of like weary about even going in her apartment, because it's just like the whole thing, when somebody passed away, you think about crazy things. And I just always thought, like, going into somebody's house that passed away was going to be spooky, or crazy stuff was going through my head, y'all. So I ended up going in there anyway. And my mom was saying like she didn't know what she was going to do with all this stuff. And we was going through some of the kids stuff, and like a lot of their clothes that I seen was like too small for them and stuff like that. So I was like, well, we don't have to keep the clothes. Like, we could throw some of this stuff away or whatever. Um, and I really didn't want to stay in there long. I just couldn't stay in there that long. So I went back outside and I talked to my sister's friend again, Rose. And so my mom was planning on not staying there long anyway, because she was just getting clothes for the kids to have while they was not, since they're not in their mom's house anymore. We was just grabbing some stuff. And so I ended up getting off the phone with Rose. So over the next couple of days, we was like trying to figure out what we was going to do. My mom said she did not want to do a funeral, definitely not a full funeral, because she couldn't do it. She just could not make it through a funeral. And I remember when my mom's sister had passed away, she didn't make it through their funeral. We actually got there late, and when we got there, my mama didn't even want to go in. So I already know how she felt, because I be the same way. Like, I can't. Funerals is tough for me. I don't care who it is. And so, yeah, I had helped my mom a lot. And then my sister had a friend, and I'm going to name her Jasmine. She had a friend that kept calling and texting. Like, first it started off as, her wishing her condolences. And then it was like, she was kind of like pressuring my mom, like, to do a full funeral and all of this stuff like that. And my mom didn't like that. Like, let me do what I'm going to do, And so she didn't like that. And then on top of that, it was a lot of people that had her phone number that she don't know. She don't know these people. And it's just random people calling or texting, wishing their condolences. And she like, how all these people keep getting my number, calling me and stuff like that. So she got really annoyed, and she just like was sick of it. And so I said, well, only thing for you to do, Mom, is to go ahead and change your number. So I think she sat and thought about it for a little bit. And I think one more text had came through, and she had it. And so she had changed her number. The friend still kept trying to reach out and stuff like that, and saying that she can get a discount because she was related to somebody at the funeral home. And so I think my mama ended up telling her, like, no, she not gonna do no funeral. Or she was messaging me. I can't remember. I think she was messaging me